Yo, this is your boy Ramos Prime 35, aka Scotty to the T, and we are chilling and marinate like we always do. Oh man, this is gonna be my first ever in the Rodimus Prime Studios, my first ever doing an open box review. And like I say, I've never ever done an open box review for a minute. There's times I've been wanting to do it for quite some time here in the studios, but I never couldn't get the bugs right. It's like, because I know there was certain different ones I wanted to do an unbox, but I never got a chance to do it, and it kind of failed when I did it. So hopefully I can improve on this one. It's going to be more different. So today I am going to talk about this bad boy right here. If you ever seen it before, oh, this is the Super Console X Pro. This bad boy right here, I am definitely going to see what this beast can do. And I heard this thing got a whole lot of old school games, a lot of it that you can pretty much play between the Genesis, Super Nintendos, and the list goes on and on. I don't know how far this bad boy can spit, but this is going to be my very first open box review, and I hope you guys will enjoy it, and let's have fun doing this, shall we? Went on with this program. All right, subscribe to your boy. I very appreciate that. Give me some thumbs up so you pretty much love the video, and tell me what you think about the Super Console X Pro. And I'm definitely going to link the description below, so if you ever want to see what I can do, and then hopefully I will put that on the description, so you know you can buy it yourself on eBay, Amazon, anywhere you want. But let's get on with this video and let's have fun with this, shall we? All right, so here we are today. We are with this bad boy right here, the Super Console X Pro. So pretty much I'm trying to do it in a weird way, because like I say, I'm trying to get my table kind of right. So like I say, I'm sitting in an awkward spot, so can't really do anything about it. So let's just get on with the unboxing, man. Let's just see what's going on here. So let's get rid of this. Let's open up the box. Man, I'm just so excited to have my very first open boxing, man. This is awesome. All right, so we're gonna take everything out if I can get it out here. Okay, so we're gonna move this right here. So we're gonna say it's a console. So here it is. We got it's kind of cool though. They have the manual, and I'm thinking that you can pretty much put more games into this. So pretty much let me see, I'm gonna go ahead and get this, see how it's going. Okay, so you can't really see it, but they have like different manuals that you can pretty much upload games, and it's got like PCs. And I remember this so much, that where you can download emulators. Now the emulator is already in there, but you can also download ROM, so you can put in any ROM that you want to put in. That is awesome, because I've been trying my hardest to find something like that in a long time. So here we go. We got these little generic controllers. Now these are just like PlayStation 1 knockoffs. I had some before. Now this is my problem that I had with these. I've been having a lot of issues with these controllers, because you know they're very light. They're not really heavy at all, so they pretty much just like, you know, regular knockoffs. But I can hear that it's got the little control thing onto it, which you got the thing in there too, so you can hook up two controllers, you know, whatnot. So technically that's a good thing. So you got two controllers. So that's the way to, you know, to start off with a bang here. All right, so technically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this thing. So like I said, I won't hear no interruptions. Okay, so pretty much all we got is this little thing right here, and it's got the little thing on it. So we're technically done with this box. All right, so here is the meat and potatoes right here. So this right here has to be the console, so we'll see what comes with it. Alrighty, so we got a power adapter. Okay, got a power adapter in this piece. All right, and we got this piece right here. Well, this is pretty awesome that they came out with this. So like I say, you can plug this and you can put as many controller slots as you want. That's badass, dude. I mean, like, you really could not do this in a way. So like I say, it's, you know, you got the prompts that where you can put in. So like I say, you have this right here and you can connect all your controller spots right here. So that's pretty cool the way they got that set up, man. That's where it's at. Alrighty, so let's get on with some more. Alrighty, we have a remote control. So I guess if this thing, you can pretty much look at TV, or you can definitely like stream or whatever you can do on that one. So we'll take the plastic on that one. But you know, like I say, you know, your boy probably won't be able to use it. But like I say, if I do use it, you know, who by all means. All right, this thing got AAA batteries. I mean, AAA batteries, excuse me. So, you know, this right here is pretty much is where to go. So, you know, batteries here and there, you can hit whatever. All right, so we'll put that over to the side. Alrighty, so we have gotta have HDMI. That's mandatory up in the piece. And now here we are, the gaming console itself. If you pretty much look at it, I can pretty much say it reminds me. Oh, it's got a lot of plastic and everything. All right, let's take a little peek at it. Okay, we got this proper light. All righty. So pretty much, if you look at this console, it pretty much remind me as the Super Famicom. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Okay, so over here you have your power button, power switch, power on, you know, whatnot. So we'll go ahead and click that off. It was already on. Okay, so you got your phone jack. So technically you can play online, which we're not going to do that. But you know, like I say, we just want to see what this console works with. Okay, you got your power adapter right here. You got your HDMI. You got your power cord. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do is get rid of this plastic, because they keep this mug on here. So you know how Chinese people, that's how they roll when they package stuff. So that's a good deal. Okay, so over here it's got where it's saying it's 256. So this thing is pretty taped up, which I don't even know why they did that though. But like I say, we'll get to that here later on. So this right here is your USB, and I guess this right here is just pretty much where you can just connect to, you know, whatever. But like I say, if you have a wireless or whatever, you can do that. Now I've heard that this console can really do third-party controllers. Now I'm not for sure. We'll give it a shot someday near in the future of the video to see what we can do, because like I say, I have a game arcade stick. I just want to know if this mug will work, but we'll definitely would try it out. And so this right here is your little key thing right there, where it's in there. So like I say, for some reason they put a sticker on it, so I guess they making sure the darn thing's not gonna, you know, fly out. So who knows? I don't think it's not going to go anywhere no time soon. I don't really see it really taking flight. So but yeah, but this is what you see right here, and this is the console itself. So pretty much you got all the goods right here, baby. And like I say, I heard this bad boy can spit old school games. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I am definitely going to try it out. I'm going to test it up, hook it up into the command center, and we will definitely see how this thing goes. And like I say, pretty much, you know, you got to have, you know, the batteries for this thing, because like I say, these controllers, God, I mean, I heard that the controllers on this thing, they pretty much die real bad. Like I say, I really hope that they will come up with some kind of a solution that you can technically take a third-party controller, and just pretty much just hook it up without just taking batteries, or you can just have a wire, because like I said, I do have a regular PlayStation controller with the DualShock, and I also have a tons of emulated controllers like the Genesis, the Super Nintendos, the Nintendo 64, GameCube. I have a lot of those, so pretty much we'll definitely will see if the third party works. But like I say, we're just going to fit around with this right here at the moment and see what this do, and see what we can do with the games and how many games this thing can play. So let's hook everything up in the command center and let's just see how far we go. Alrighty, we are at the command center. We got everything pretty much hooked up with this new console that we pretty much about to play with some old school games. So pretty much I'm just gonna go through everything to what this monster can do. So like I say, I'm just gonna go through the games and what games we have, and I just call it out like it is. All right, so we got the all games, pretty much that's every last one of them. So we got a lot, which you can see the number down there. So okay, favorites, there's nothing there, so I didn't really put nothing for the favorites on that one. All right, we got the Amistad CPC. So we got the Amistad GX 4000. Okay, you got the classic arcade games, pretty much the same thing as MAME. We got the Atari 2600, which is one of my old school childhood memories. Love it. Then we got the 5200 our Atari. We got the 7800. That's another one of my old school games I used to have. We have the Atari 400 to 800, so I guess that's all in like a PC or something. All right, we got the Atari Lynx. We got the Atari ST. I remember having, I don't have the other Atari, and I know my stepfather used to have the other. I don't know if it's XE, something like that. It's like another computer, you can take it off and it's got the buttons on it, but this is a totally different one. But I'm about to check that out home momentarily. All right, we got the Atomisware. We got the Wonder Swan Color. All right, we got the CPS1, CPS2. We got the ColecoVision. We got the Commodore 64. We got the Omega CD32. All right, we got the Burn Alpha. We got the Odyssey 2, Intellivision. Okay, we got Vextrax. We got the MSX2. We also have the PC Engine CD. We got the Super Graphics N64, Nintendo DS, old school NES hacks. We also have the Family Computer, which is pretty much the Japanese version of the NES. We have the NES disk system, which is the hard drive, which is the same thing of the Japanese version, come out with the hard disk. And we have the Game Watches, which, you know, just pretty much just old little games that you buy a long time ago. But like I say, if you're Gen X as me, you'll know what these things are all about, because all it does is just make a think. So, you know, just make different type of noises. All right, we got the OG black and white Game Boy. We got the Game Boy Advance. We got Game Boy Color. We got the Super Famicom, which is the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo. All right, we got the US Super Nintendo hacks. We got the Virtual Boy. We got Open Bar. Pretty much if you play these games on PCs, that you can download these games on your PC. That right there will pretty much make the games work. It's kind of the first time they really have this on, you know, account on this thing. So like I said, I just have to go through it. All right, we got a 3DO. We got the Pokemon Mini. We have the Sega 32X. We have the Sega CD. We have the Sega Dreamcast. We got the Sega Game Gear, the GOAT, Sega Genesis hacks. We have this Master System, We have the Mega Drive, the Japanese version of the Genesis. The Mega Drive Mark II was a Mega Drive, I guess. The quality, I guess, Sega Mark III. It's another Japanese game. Same thing as the Genesis. I don't know what it plays different with. Try that out soon. Oh, and we got the Sega Naomi. Pretty much you can only play this games in arcades. The another GOAT, we have the Sega Saturn. This one we have the Sega SG 1000. Never recall it. Kind of look like a Atari almost. So like, we got the Sinclair. We got the Sinclair ZX SE ZXAI. I say. We have the Neo Geo. We have the Neo Geo CD, Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo Pocket Color. We got the PlayStation, the PSP. We got the Super Vision, and we got the Uzo box or whatever. I never heard of that console. Say that console before in my life. All right, so that's really all the games that pretty much have. So, you know, like I say, it's a pretty good library. It doesn't have all the library, but it has a few that you want to have. So what we're going to do is let's just try something here. Okay, so I'm trying to see what I can find here. Okay, we're gonna try the Sega CD. And the cool thing about this is all the games are in alphabetical order. Now I love it the way they done this because everything's in alphabetical order. There's ways that some games they don't have on a library. Like I say, this is not all the Sega CD library. I mean, you pretty much have a lot to do on this one. So there's ways you can use it. Like I say, this thing always carry a TF card, and what you want to do with that TF card, if your computer has a TF card or SD card, you can, that little chip is the TF card. If you don't have none of those on your PC, now my PC, I do have the SD card, but I don't have the SD card to put the TF in it. So what I do is I bought one of these. You can put SD cards, and you can also put SD in it as well. With the console, you can pretty much use that chip, put this in there, what games you can have, or you can take all the data. If you want something big or something that you can put more games into it, you can slap it on in there, put more to it, because that's what I'm thinking about doing, hopefully in the near future. I'm trying to think, what game do I want to play? Okay, so we are going to do Final Fight. And the cool thing I like about this one, man, the music sounds great on this one. Hopefully this thing will play it. If we get some sound, you know. Oh man, we just love that Sega CD music, that iconic. Now the cool thing about this one is all consoles have, they do have different versions. So like I say, you're not just really playing the United States, you know, you got all from Japan, Europe, you know, that plays different games on here, so that makes it work. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and start play. You know, we're not gonna do anything. Okay, so you know, okay, now you got all the characters, you know, God, Cody, Hager. Now you know it's kind of weird though. The Super Nintendo really messed us up because you couldn't even play these three. You can only play Cody and Hager. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the mayor. So like I say, I mean, it was kind of hard to do that, to see that though, man. You know, you can only pick those two. And this is the Sega CD version. Okay, let's see, get my buttons right. It's kind of weird though. You got
two different buttons. Okay, now some of the games that's on here, come on, dude, why are you running away? Take this beat down, buddy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do some more. So like I say, it works good. Everything is legit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do Dreamcast. And my favorite one that I used to like was Soul Calibur. So let's play Soul Calibur. Let's see how this plays out. Another iconic sound. Man, I mean, I'm telling you, man, listening to that is almost bringing back 99 when this thing first came out. Okay, so I always pick the arcade version.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Okay, everything is good. Let's go ahead and pick kick.
Versus Maxi. Battle 1, fight! This victory, you win!
Okay, everything looks good. Everything looks right.
This victory strengthened the soul of King.
Okay, everything plays good. Everything plays crispy.
Win.
All right. All right, so everything looks good. Everything looks good. All right, so we're gonna go back. Let's do some more here. Da 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 da. All right, so I'm still making noises here. Oh. Okay, so we're going to do Neo Geo CD. Um, I'm trying to see what's anything that's really different on Neo Geo CD. Okay, so we'll play. Was it Kleiser? Wherever you gave that, we'll try that. See if that plays. Yeah, I don't know none of these.
Versus Carry. Round 1. Fight!
Okay, Okay, I'm just like getting handed. Like I don't even know what's really going on. I'm just getting handed. Okay, so my uptake is what game that I was really thinking about back in the day. And I want to know, this is the CD, so I want to know something. It's not the King of Fighters. Okay, it's kind of weird though because you're missing so many games that's on there that I remember they have the real bout, the one I really want the most, and you only got the so like I say they don't have all of them on there. So they only took like certain different ones that's on there. Uh okay, so like I say, everything looks good. I would say not they don't have all the library on here at the most. So like I say, we just gotta go through it. Um okay, let's just try one more. Okay, we'll try this one. And this is the game that I've been wanting to play for a long, long time, and I never got a chance to really live that moment. I mean, I had it, but like I said, I never really tried it because I always had issues with it. Getting this thing to work. Sometimes I get it to work, sometimes I don't. Just have problems. So I just putting coins in.
北斗の拳
And the cool thing, I mean, I love watching this anime. Fist of the North Star is where to go, dude. I mean, like this is one of my bestest games ever.
The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
It's kind of hard to really do anything with this controller.
When Kinshiro. Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
I don't know what that timer means. He's going to explode or what? I'm not going to touch him. Let's see what it'll do. Yep. Kill him instant. All right, so that game pretty much play pretty good. All right, so I'm having fun here, man. I'm having fun. So okay, so let's do one more, and that will be my favorite. if I can find it. Sega Saturn. All right, so like I say, this console got a lot of Sega games, and like I say, yo, boy, is a Sega finesse. I love Sega. Um, okay, now this was the game. This was the game that I had for so long, and I love playing Dragon Force. Never played Dragon Force 2 yet. Hopefully someday I can, look for it. Cause like I say, these games are very expensive, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, they are very, very expensive. Like, if you pretty much buy the game now, I mean, you pretty much won't play. You'll pay a little less of what you're paying. But I don't. Okay, I don't remember that. But you pretty much will be paying. Well, we as back in the day when we was playing it, the game was pretty much was, um, really expensive at its time. So. Okay, so I'm not gonna really go to this game because like I say, you gotta go through so much on it, like a ultimate, role playing game as it is. But I just want to make sure it works. So and it does. And so like I say, I'm kind of mad that Sega Saturn pretty much really just died. I mean, for some reason. I know they was making so much, but all right, so that's all I'm going to really do with this video. I'm just pretty much proving the point of what this console can do, and I am so happy that this was my very first unboxing game. Um, my unboxing package. This is like my first time I ever did it here in the Rodimus Prime Studios, and it was the first time I pretty much ever did this in any video. I've been wanting to do an unbox for so long. It's like I said, I've been having issues trying to get stuff to work, get the camera angled, get everything I want to do. Like I say, it wasn't really a perfect camera angle that I had to do to make this thing work. But like I say, it did the charm, it did the work, it did everything that it's supposed to be doing. And I think I'm very proud of myself to do a very first open box presentation of doing this. So like I said, I had a really good time doing this, and hopefully soon, hopefully in the near future or someday, I may end up thinking about doing another unboxing of this channel. And then so like I say, I'm thrilled, I am impressed with this console. My ratings out of this one, I'll give it a 7.5, almost an 8. It does bring out the deal, but like I say, with 256 of the TF card, it's not enough. I mean, if you want to have a full library, I say my best bet is to anything that's in this emulator, keep it the way it is. If you decide you want to go ahead and have another emulator to do what you want to do, then by all means. But if you want to keep everything on this right here, go ahead and keep it. If you do want to buy you a 512 or even more higher, take this data and you can automatically move it, so it'll be easy for you to do it, so you don't have to go through steps. But if you want to put more games in it, by all means. I mean, if you can find it, by all means. I'm not going to tell you how to do it because this is not my thing to do. So I'm definitely going to just just see what I can do. And yeah, so everything is pretty good with this console, and like I say, this is one of the best of the best. And like I said, I gave it a 7.5, and it's pretty good. Like I say, there's a lot of them out there that you can buy. There's a lot of them out there that you can buy. That's something that's better with this one. But like I say, they're all the same. They just mostly all consoles they put in as emulators. So pretty much everything is go through retro art, and they put all the stuff together because retro art is the emulator god. And I mean, that you can put like all the stuff that's in there that you want to play, that's in your childhood. But if you don't want to go through all the stuff in retro art, you can always definitely just get one of these, get you one of them sticks or anything else to make it work. But I would definitely put the link in the description where you can purchase this console. And you know, they're all out there. Sometimes they have different prices. I bought mine, I think it was like 80 something bucks for it. So because you got to think, you got the Pro X is what I have, and then you got the other super consoles that's on it, just a regular one. You don't, you know, I think you only pay a less price. The only reason I bought this one is because you can play certain games like Sega Saturn, Sega CD, like some games, you know, you just can't play. It's like, I was playing like them little sticks that you buy. So I pretty much recommend this thing. And like I say, if you want to go back to your old school childhood retro games, this is it for you. And like I say, I'm loving it. Like I say, I might just end up start playing a little bit of it. Who knows? Alrighty, this is your boy RP35 signing out of here. You take care, and y'all have a very, very blessed day. Peace.